Os presento a nuestras dos invitadas de ahora, Inês Guimarães, que viene directamente del Portugal, y perdón si he pronunciado mal tu nombre, y Margarita García Pérez, que nos viene de Madrid, del Instituto de Física Teórica, y hablaremos de un tema bastante interesante, yo creo, que es cómo hablar de matemáticas usando YouTube. YouTube, yo creo que los youtubers son referentes interesantes para la gente más joven como vosotros. No sé si alguien tiene algún youtuber preferido aquí. ¿Quién es? ¿Y alguno de esos youtubers son científicos o científicas? ¿Sí? ¿Cuántos youtubers de vuestros preferidos son científicas? Mujeres. ¿Hay alguien? Uno. ¿Y cuántas matemáticas? Pues ninguno. Aquí tenemos a una, Inés, que ahora nos explicará un poquito en inglés, para que vayáis estando un poco atentos. En inglés nos explicará un poco de qué va su canal, que creo que ahora lo podremos ver aquí al lado, si nuestro técnico nos ayuda.
This isn't working. Should I? Okay. Hi. I hope you can understand me well. Can you? Okay, good. So before I start talking, I will just pass a little video
just
here.
20 minutes in English.
It's one of what? Someone. Okay. Yeah, it will be in Portuguese. I'm not sure if you will understand it, but it's just to give you a feeling of what I do. Usually my videos are longer, but this one had to be short. So, yeah, when you want, you can.
Hoje vou falar-vos de um teorema que vai ter zero impacto nas vossas vidas, mas que é muito interessante. Olá pessoal! Todos nós já encontramos num manual de matemática exercícios em que aparece uma região cheia de pontos igualmente espaçados e cujo objetivo é determinar a área de uma figura lá desenhada. E neste género de exercícios o truque é sempre o mesmo, dividir a figura em triângulos e retângulos, porque são figuras cuja área nós conhecemos facilmente. Basta multiplicar a base pela altura e eventualmente dividir por 2. No entanto, imaginem que vos era pedido para calcular a área de uma figura toda estranha, troglodita, esquizofrénica, cheia de sida. Tipo isto ou isto. Como é que vocês faziam? Queimava o livro, fingia-me de morto, atropelava a professora, acidentalmente. Bem, caso não quisessem ser presos, a melhor ferramenta que vocês poderiam utilizar seria o teorema de Pick. Para o enunciar, eu vou utilizar este geoplano da Science for You. Dado um polígono qualquer com vértices nestes pontinhos, o teorema de Pick diz-nos que a sua área é obtida somando o número de pontos que está no interior do polígono mais metade da quantidade de pontos que se encontra na fronteira menos 1. Ou seja, a área é dada por I mais F sobre 2 menos 1. Vou exemplificar com algumas figuras. Nesta figura aqui temos 2 pontos no interior e 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pontos na fronteira. Logo, a sua área vai ser igual a 6,5. Já este polígono apresenta 10 pontos no seu interior e 14 na fronteira, o que vai dar uma área de 16. O que torna este teorema espetacular é que nós não temos de ter trabalho nenhum a calcular áreas de figuras estranhas, basta sabermos somar coisas. Este teorema é um espetáculo! Antes de se irem embora, quero falar-vos de uma campanha que a Science for You está a fazer neste momento. Eles vão pagar a 3 famílias as despesas em manuais escolares, num valor até 300 euros. 300 euros é o que eu cobro à hora. Isto foi tão inapropriado. Eu vou deixar um link com as condições de participação na descrição, por isso passem por lá e aproveitem esta oportunidade. Eu admiro-os imenso. Já agora, para além do geoplano, eles também me enviaram origami e tangram. Por isso nós vamos ter uns vídeos muito divertidos em breve. Fiquem aí desse lado, porque eu fico deste.
Thank you. Okay, so to give some context, I'm from Portugal, and my name is Inês Guimarães, but it's close enough for what you said. Okay, where do I begin? So, my interest in math started when I was in my 7th grade. I had a teacher that was tough, and he said that we had to work a lot, that math was hard, and I've always had good grades in math. But one day he said that I didn't know anything. It's like, okay, he told me, when you get home, you will tell your parents that you don't know anything about math. He told me this. And I was a bit shocked, and I honestly, I laughed about it. But like that made me want to prove him that I was capable of doing math and that I could be good at it. And so I started studying a lot. I fell in love with mathematics. And 1 year later, I started training for mathematics Olympiad. You have it here either also. And I really enjoyed those challenges because they were different from the exercises that we did in the classroom. And I was actually terrible at it because, I don't know, I wasn't very used to thinking. And in school, most of the exercises, you just need to do something that's kind of obvious. You know exactly what tools you need in order to solve those problems. And in Math Olympia, that's not the case. You kind of need to think out of the box in order to solve those problems. But I really liked the challenge. I was not very good at it at the beginning, but I worked hard in order to get better. I never went to the internationals or something like that. Like, no, I was just like in the national Portuguese Olympiad. But it was hard. Like, when I was in my 12th grade, the last 12th grade, yeah, the last one of high school, I hadn't had any medal, and I really wanted a medal just because. So I was a bit disappointed at myself, and so when I was 17 in my last year of high school, I thought that math wasn't for me. I wasn't a math person, and even though I had good grades, that's just because I studied a lot, but I wasn't very smart, so Math Olympiad just wasn't for me, and I could just forget that medal thing. I thought that I could never be like a math researcher or something because I had worked so hard and didn't get any good results. I was a bit disappointed. But I liked math so much. I really enjoyed solving problems and solving exercises. I really, really liked it. And I thought, I can't just stop doing this. This is my life now. So even though I suck at this, I need to keep on doing it because I like it so much. But maybe I can do it in a different way. Instead of just solving problems for myself and being all theoretical about it, I will do math for people because then I will stop feeling like a useless piece of shit. And so I started making these videos because I thought that math was so interesting that people had to know certain things. Like, how can people not know about the Fibonacci sequence and the golden number and all those cool stuff? They need to know it. It's so cool. And so YouTube was a way for me to share my passion with others. And because I didn't have many friends that could relate to my love for math, and I couldn't really talk about this stuff with them. So, yeah, I created my channel because I was a bit disappointed with my performance in Math Olympiad, because I felt a bit lonely. I didn't have a lot of people to talk to about math stuff, and because I thought that people had a very wrong idea about mathematics, and I wanted to prove that math can be fun, math can be very interesting and colorful and creative, and so I started making these YouTube videos. It has been a very fun ride. By the way, in my last year of high school, you know, when I was all sad and disappointed and crying all over the place, I won a silver medal. So it was very cool in the National Math Olympiad. So I got there. But anyway.
And you're now a math student.
Yes, I'm a math student. I will probably finish my undergraduate degree this year. I just wanted to say that I'm very grateful for the community of people that I have, that for all those people that watch my videos right now. I've been making them for over 3 years. And I have almost 70,000 subscribers, which isn't a lot, but for me and in Portugal, it is a lot. And I think that I'm probably the only scientific YouTube channel in Portugal. So yes, here I am today. Thank you so much for the invitation, Luca. Also, I'm really very glad to be here. Thank you for spending this time with me, and let's all love math together.
Gracias. Gracias, Inês Guimarães.
Yes,
¿Más o menos?
that's close enough.
Gracias. Entonces, hablando del tema de los estereotipos, de cuántas dificultades tienen las mujeres a la hora de decidir que la matemática puede ser su pasión tranquilamente, como para nosotros los hombres, la experiencia de una persona que quería compartir su pasión para la matemática a través de un medio como YouTube, que es un medio para gente que habla normalmente a gente más joven. Y entonces aquí tenemos también la experiencia al contrario, la experiencia de un instituto de investigación, el Instituto de Física Teórica, que está en Madrid, que son físicos teóricos, entonces no están muy lejos de la matemática. Y aquí tenemos Margarita, García, Pérez, que nos explicará un poco, porque ellos también tienen un número bastante importante de seguidores.
Hola, buen día. No sé si se oye, sí, se oye. ¿Me pones, por favor, las slides?
Sí, ya está.
Están, gracias. Bueno, yo soy un poco una intrusa, como ya os han dicho. Soy física, no soy matemática, pero los físicos hacemos matemática todo el tiempo. Y hay los físicos teóricos, como yo, esa pequeña fracción que nos dijo Marta antes, las físicas teóricas somos 20%, muy poquitas, también hacemos muchas matemáticas. Y tampoco soy youtuber, mi instituto es youtuber. Somos un instituto youtuber que además, para nuestra sorpresa, algo que nos ha dejado completamente alucinados, hemos tenido muchísimo éxito en YouTube. A lo mejor, seguro que no nos conocéis, pero os voy a presentar a nuestro... ¿Sí? ¿Nos conocéis? Estupendo. Os voy a presentar a nuestro instituto. ¿Qué es lo que hacemos los físicos teóricos? Los físicos teóricos observamos el universo. Observamos el universo desde lo más grande, el universo que podemos ver, todas las cosas que están a nuestro alrededor, lo que podemos tocar y lo que no podemos tocar y lo que no podemos ver también, hasta lo más pequeño. Y lo más pequeño es meterse en el interior de los objetos y ver lo más pequeñito que está dentro de la naturaleza, las partículas elementales. Habéis oído hablar a lo mejor del bosón de Higgs, que es la última partícula elemental que se ha descubierto hace unos años. Y nos preguntamos todo el tiempo cómo es ese universo y por qué es así. Son las preguntas que nos formulamos y, además, os lo contamos. Y os lo contamos a través de nuestro canal de YouTube. Para los que no lo conozcáis, es este canal, el canal del Instituto de Física Teórica. Y para nuestra sorpresa, tenemos un éxito, no sé, rarísimo. Tenemos casi 500.000 de suscriptores, 17 millones de views. haciendo cosas como, no sé, agujeros negros, gravitación, física de partículas, cosas que uno diría que a la gente en principio no le van a atraer, pero, bueno, llaman. Bueno, aquí tengo, para que comparéis, no somos tan grandes en comparativa con los youtubers mundiales que hacen divulgación científica, que son aquellos de allí, somos pequeñitos. Y aquí os he puesto los youtubers españoles que hacen divulgación científica, algunos los conoceréis, Quantum Fracture o Robot de Platón. Y ahí estamos nosotros, pequeñitos, pero bueno, estamos ahí dándole. Estos son algunos de nuestros colaboradores. Crespo, en particular, es uno de nuestros colaboradores más próximos y él es un poco el responsable de que empezásemos con este canal de YouTube. Organizamos también algunos eventos de YouTube con youtubers conocidos y os cuento un poquito qué es lo que hacemos en el canal de YouTube. En el canal de YouTube tenemos varios tipos de vídeos. El canal se lanzó con unos vídeos de divulgación que hicimos en colaboración con Crespo al principio y eso fue lo que lanzó el canal. Y ahora mismo tenemos muchos vídeos cortitos, son vídeos que duran de 2 minutos a 10 minutos, en los que explicamos de una manera que intentamos que sea comprensible para todos, intentando llegar a gente como vosotros, qué es lo que hacemos. Tenemos unas charlas también un poco más largas, que son de 1 hora, en donde entramos un poquito más en detalle en los temas. Y para nuestra sorpresa, incluso las charlas largas también tienen audiencia, también están teniendo mucha audiencia. Si veis, por ejemplo, esta, el fin del espacio-tiempo, una cosa que da así un poquito de yuyu, de miedo, ha sido visto por casi medio millón de personas, ¿no? Así que YouTube es una forma muy, muy eficiente de divulgar y de llegar a la audiencia, mucho más eficiente de lo que nosotros como instituto esperábamos, nos ha sorprendido mucho. Pero, bueno, tengo que decir aquí, ya que estamos en el Día de la Mujer y la Niña en la Ciencia, que no llegamos a las chicas, no sé muy bien por qué. Esta es una estadística, aquí veis, de la gente que sigue nuestro canal de YouTube. Aquí están los chicos, nosotras somos las verdecitas, somos solo un 18% de la gente que sigue en el canal y me parece que además es un número bastante general en los canales de divulgación científica. Así que, bueno, quiero terminar diciéndoos nada más que tenemos chicas científicas, tenemos muchas chicas científicas en el instituto. Ahora tenemos un especial de vídeos de YouTube por el Día de la Mujer y la Niña en la Ciencia, que os recomiendo que veáis, en el que participan todas nuestras jóvenes investigadoras. Y bueno, nada, para cambiar el número del canal, dadle al clic. ¿Ok? Gracias. Y muchas gracias a Luca también.
Y mientras os penséis algunas preguntas, alguna curiosidad que podáis tener, tengo yo una para Inés. ¿Cuántas chicas te siguen y cuántos chicos?
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. Last time I checked, which is like a few months ago, but I think that it hasn't changed a lot ever since. It's like 90% of males and 10% of females. And well, it's weird because when I started making these videos, you know, I was very young and I thought that I would be talking to people this age, you know, like high schoolers maybe, but actually the majority of people who watch me are actually older than me, like from 25 to 34 years old, like them, and I wasn't expecting that. And there's also a thing that happens that I usually don't mention it because it's a bit uncomfortable, but I think that since we're talking about, you know, like women in science and all of that, one thing that sometimes upsets me is that even though I put so much effort in my videos and I spent hours editing and thinking about them and recording and all of this, and I try to make these good animations and talk about math in a way that's clarifying, and I focus, like, I really focus on my content and what mathematical message I want to put out in people. So math is the focus of my channel. The majority of comments in some videos are about my appearance, and they have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with what I say. And so I'm like, why am I putting so much effort into communicating these math ideas and doing these graphs and drawing these polygons and all these things if people don't really care about what I'm talking about, and they are just gonna comment like how my hair looks like or what I'm wearing or whatever? That's sometimes a bit frustrating, and that's just a bit annoying.
Ese es un problema que seguramente Marta Macho estará de acuerdo. Es un problema que tienen todas las mujeres que son visibles. Las políticas también les pasa lo mismo, a las científicas. Y es un problema de la sociedad, como nos explicaba Marta Macho en su primera charla, por mucho que sé que algunos chicos se han enfadado, pero esa es una demostración más de que esa es la verdad. ¿Tenéis alguna pregunta y también algunas críticas, si queréis? Eva. Gracias, Eva.
¿Me escucháis? Sí.
For Inês, or Inês,
Yes.
I don't know.
Hi.
As you are showing us your good level at English, why are you speaking in Portuguese in your videos? I mean, you would reach more people in English.
Yeah, I know. And actually, when I started my channel, I alternated between videos in English and videos in Portuguese. But the thing is, there are already math channels that that are in English. So you have Number File and 3 Blue 1 Brown and all these big channels that are very good and in English. But in Portuguese, there was none. I am like, you see, I'm a pioneer, and so it's different when you start like the first, you are the first Portuguese YouTuber speaking in Portuguese about math, and because ultimately my goal is to reach young audiences and younger people, and not everybody is very comfortable in English. I thought that, let's focus in Portugal first, since it's my mother tongue, I thought it would be better to continue in Portuguese, and I think I will continue in Portuguese. Maybe in the future I can start in English. I don't know. We'll see. But that's a very good question. But that's my answer.
Maybe he can start a channel in English.
Yeah, maybe you can start a channel in English and call it Math Boy. I'm Math Girl. You can be a Math Boy. No, I don't want it. Okay.
More questions.
I have a question.
Preguntas.
Hi. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question for you. So I'm 17. I'm almost 18. And so I'm in 11th grade right now, and I haven't passed a single math test since I was in like 8th grade. So I'm really missing really basic math skills. So you see, I really need math if I want to go to college and study what I want to. So there's any hope for me?
Well, I just didn't understand the last part. You say that you will need math?
I will need math if I want to study what I would like to.
Oh, okay.
So there's any hope for me?
Of course, there is hope for you.
Well, I don't believe in miracles, but no, like, I do believe that if we work very hard at something, we can get better at it. But like, I don't think it is impossible. I genuinely don't think it's impossible. I think that if you put a lot of time and effort, you can do it, but you really have to put a lot of time and effort. Like, you really need to, like, you're going to have to study very hard. But, there are just some things that they're very hard for us to do alone and to realize for ourselves. So you will probably also need help from a human being that can at least guide you. And the tricky thing about math is that really if you don't understand the basics, you will never understand what comes afterwards. So please focus on the basics first and try to master it. And then you can continue studying other things. But if I may ask, what happened between you and math? Don't you like it? Are you lazy?
I couldn't tell.
You couldn't tell, well.
I'm just bad at it, that's all.
But you know, with work you can overcome almost anything. At least if you have someone that helps you figuring out your way.
Actually, it's not like I want to blame anyone, but I really had a sucky teacher at 8th grade, so it all went downhill from there. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, teachers have a great influence on us. But,
Eso lo decimos a los profesores y a las profesoras que están aquí. Ahora quisiera una pregunta de alguna chica, que siempre hablan los chicos.
Sí, donem la paraula a una dona. Si voleu fer la pregunta i no us atreveu en anglès, la feu en català i jo la traduiré.
Sí, la podem traduir sense problema.
Qüestions.
Aquí tenim una noia.
Molt bé. Com et dius?
És per la Margarita, Ha canviat alguna cosa tenir el canal de l'Institut de YouTube? Ha fet que més noies s'inscriguin? ¿S'inscriguin?
Que s'inscriban más.
Si ha cambiado...
Perdón.
No, está bien, he entendido.
Que se inscribiesen más mujeres.
No parece, la verdad es que no. Hemos mantenido un número así más o menos, en física quieres decir. No, de hecho los números están bajando. Yo creo que hay menos físicas ahora que cuando yo estudiaba la carrera. Y no lo entiendo, No es culpa del canal, pero ella me está preguntando si el canal ha ayudado a que haya más inscripciones.
¿Cuántas chicas aquí
el canal no lleva mucho tiempo, o sea que tampoco es significativo, no lo sé.
¿Cuántas chicas aquí están pensando estudiar mates o física? Aixequeu la mà. ¿Cuántas? 1, 2, 4.
Bien, bravo.
5 chicas.
¿Cuántos sois? ¿Cuántos son?
Son 100.
Son 100.
Tornarem a fer la pregunta al final, a veure si aconseguim almenys 20 persones més que vulguin fer matemàtiques.
Estáis un poco por debajo de la media. 4 de 100 o 6 de 100, un pelín por debajo de la media. 20% sería más razonable.
Más preguntas. Dolor Cervera. Silencio, por favor.
So, hello, Inês. So your teacher explained to you that your school mathematics were not that real mathematics because there are kind of not so much interesting problems that you do there. But did you learn that Olympiad mathematics is not also real mathematics now at this point?
Yeah, like...
This terrible because I do the preparation for the mathematical Olympiad, so I know,
Cool.
And I am a mathematician. So mathematics is not competition. No, it's not doing very silly problems in a competition limited by time. No, well, sorry, that's.
Yes. No, I am aware of that, and and then like. Contest math has nothing to do with research and all of that. I was just saying that in my case that I found Olympiad math problems more fun than school exercises, because in school you learn these tools and then you just need to apply them. You don't need to think a lot. It's like you just need to follow instructions. And in Math Olympiad you need to think for yourself and think differently. And so I thought that I would grow more if I invested my time in solving Olympiad problems than just school exercises over and over again.
No, certainly it's an activity I recommend, absolutely. No, it's not, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's not, maybe because girls are many times so afraid of competitions.
Yeah,
so doing mathematics is not doing a contest.
Yes,
no, it's a different thing, no? But the good, as you say, the good thing about these problems is that they are not routinary problems. No, you have to figure out what on earth to do.
Yes, and that's interesting because there were very few girls participating in a Olympiad and contests because really I think that we're more shy, and even I didn't volunteer for it. Like my teacher was like, "Oh, don't you want to participate?" and things like that. But yeah, there are also very few girls in math contests because we're shy and all of that. But yeah, math is not about competition anymore. It's more about collaborating with each other.
La matemática es colaboración. Necesitamos colaboración del público. ¿Alguna pregunta más? ¿Alguna curiosidad?
Tiempo para la última pregunta. Last question.
Mira, Pampa.
De Pampa, mira qué bien.
Después hay también un chico aquí delante que quiere hacer una pregunta. Hacemos estas últimas dos.
De acuerdo.
Nada, muy breve. Es una pregunta para las dos. Me gustaría saber si cuando hay mujeres youtubers en el canal del Instituto de Física Teórica reciben comentarios distintos a cuando son hombres los youtubers que explican las cosas, porque bueno, sabemos que muchas veces las chicas tienen ese miedo a exponerse porque saben que les van a hablar de su físico, que se van a fijar en cosas que no son las que están diciendo, sino cómo se ven, si se ven guapas, si se ven gordas, si se ven feas, etc. Y también es, pues, por extensión, es una pregunta para Inés, por supuesto. ¿Cómo se maneja esa exposición pública cuando una es youtuber y cómo de diferentes son los comentarios que soportan chicas y chicos?
Los comentarios en el canal dependen mucho de que el vídeo lo haga un chico o una chica. Y las chicas reciben montones de estos comentarios que dices, pero bueno, pues me enamoré, pues qué guapa o qué fea, o qué cosa que nunca ves en comentarios de un vídeo de chicos, y es muy común. O sea, no hay comentario, o sea, no hay vídeo de mujeres que saquemos en el instituto que no, bueno, sobre todo las científicas jóvenes. Las científicas jóvenes son bombardeadas completamente. Sí. Es triste, pero es así.
Todavía tenemos que acostumbrarnos como sociedad a ver a chicas y chicos igualmente de la misma forma, que pueden ser científicos y científicas sin que tengamos que comentar sobre su aspecto
Pero Inés
físico.
lo había dicho antes también, que también pasa en tu canal,
yes. ¿No? I just try to ignore that fact. I don't want to address it. It's better to ignore it. Yeah, it's better to ignore it. And I don't know, I think it's like testosterone's fault or something. Just men usually are more open about like, oh, saying you're so hot and stuff like that. You don't picture women doing that and women going onto YouTube and just, I don't know, this is weird gender stuff. I don't really understand, but it definitely feels a bit uncomfortable because yeah, it feels like what I say doesn't matter,
Yeah, that's right.
And I've received some messages that are just like, why are you telling me that? You should be ashamed of saying some things. But like, what can I do? I don't know. And well, once I received a message that was that I found very interesting. It was a question of someone saying, "Oh, why are you so pretty in your videos? Like, why do you try to look pretty in your videos?" Because I do try to look nice, I try to put my hair nice and, wear some nice clothes because that matters. Like, people like to watch things that are pleasant to the eyes. Like, why would I just be all messy and you know, like, I'm not going to dress poorly or to just put my hair all weird in order to avoid those comments. No, I want to look good. Yes, I do, and I want to my channel to have a good visual image. And but there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, if he was a man, like, he would also want to look good, and he will also put some effort in looking good. So I guess that person was angry at me because I talked about math, but I tried to look good. And like, I imagine that the person was thinking, oh, you shouldn't be mad about receiving comments about your appearance when you try to look good. So if you don't want to receive those type of comments, just try to look bad or something. And I mean, that's a little bit stupid, isn't it?
Esto va para los que no están concienciados del hecho de que es diferente, desafortunadamente, ser mujer y ser hombres en esta sociedad, para que vayamos pensándolo. Última pregunta.
Es para la Margarita, y es que...
No, da igual, bueno, puedes hacerlo en catalán, lo entiendo. Habla despacito y lo entiendo.
No, ¿crees que el nivel de mates que se enseña en el instituto está bajando últimamente o es el mismo que hace unos años?
No sé, es el run que se oye siempre, pero no estoy segura de que... Yo tengo un hijo de bueno, está en primero de facultad ahora, es un poquito mayor que vosotros. ¿Qué años tenéis vosotros? No sé de qué curso sois. 2 años de diferencia. Y bueno, hay algunas cosas que a lo mejor yo tengo la impresión de que estudiaba un poquito más de profundidad que él, pero no creo que sea significativo. No me parece que el nivel esté peor que hace unos años. A lo mejor se introducen los conceptos un poco más tarde. Tampoco sé si eso es necesariamente malo, porque bueno, la gente tiene que tener la cabeza un poco estructurada para entender bien las matemáticas. Entonces, empezar a introducir los conceptos un poco más tarde tampoco me parece de por sí malo. No sé, no veo una diferencia tampoco terriblemente significativa ahí.
Muchísimas gracias, Margarita García Pérez, del Instituto de Física Teórica. Obrigadiño, Inês Guimarães.